Hi everybody, I'm back with not one but two videos today, and right now I'm excited because we are talking about brushes. And I've owed this video to you guys a long time ago, and I wanted to say thank you, Crystal, for requesting this video, and for all of you guys that have been asking. This is your guide to starting your MAC brush set. Now, originally this video was set up to be good alternatives to MAC brushes, something that's more price effective. But honestly guys, like, I really am not comfortable recommending brushes that I've never used personally. So I'm just going to be talking about MAC brushes today because that's all I know and that's all I've used, with the exception of like one or two brushes. One brush from Coastal Scents actually, but this is mainly what, MAC, this is mainly what I use. I'm going to be talking about some of the brushes that you can get the most use out of first and foremost. And this is just going to be stuff you're not going to regret buying, because I hate impulse shopping. I hate it. And I like to buy things and be like, wow, I got a good use out of this. So the first brush I'm going to be talking about, and I'm sorry, I'm going to be pausing a little bit because the numbers are rubbed off. This is the MAC 187 brush. This is a foundation brush. Now this brush right here is absolutely fabulous. It's so soft. It's so freaking soft. Okay. I love this brush, and I apply this brush. I use this for liquid foundation, and I've seen it used for blush. I don't care to use it for a blush, but I've seen it done before, so, you know, like I said, multi-purpose. So try this brush, 187 by MAC, for liquid foundations. Let's see, this is the 116 brush, and this is a blush brush. Now, this brush, I love this brush. And as opposed to recommending to you the 129 brush, which is more fluffier, you're going to get, I just talked about this in my previous video, but you're going to get way more use out of this brush because you can apply your blush, you can apply your highlight above it, and you can also contour below. And you can also contour your temples here and along the sides of your jawline. But this brush is very, very multi-purposeful. You would get way more use out of this brush because you can't contour with this. This is too fluffy. The product that you're using would be, this is good for blush because it's not too, it won't heavily concentrate your makeup in one spot. But this right here, this can double up for everything. And depending on what type of coverage you want with it, just apply it with a lighter hand. If you want heavy blush one day, just really get it on there, but just get this brush if you are really interested in starting your brush collection, okay? This is an eyeshadow brush, and this is 239. The numbers aren't off. This is MAC's 239 brush. I use this in pretty much all of my videos, and it's just a awesome brush. This is really good for just packing the color right onto your eyelid, and it's small enough so that for precise application, but it's big enough so that you're not padding forever and ever and ever. So this brush is really, really awesome, and if you use it the right way, you can also use it for your blending, because you can just take the two colors and overlap them on top of each other. And I've seen Queen of Blending, Lauren, often uses a brush just like this. She doesn't even use the 217 brushes, which I think are great brushes, but I've seen this, what the 217 can do, I've seen the 239 brush do by itself. So you can get a lot of use out of this brush for blending like your outer crease, as long as you just pack the color on there instead of trying to do circular motions like you do with 217. Just pack it on there with 239, and it blends just as beautifully as 217 does. It really does. So I would recommend 239. Definitely the most important brush is an eyebrow brush. Get one. Very, very important. And also, just a little tip, in my first eyebrow video, excuse me. In my first eyebrow video, I recommended brushing the eyebrows up and out. And lately, this is going to sound really weird, but I actually, because my eyebrows are so thin and they're very small, and I keep them up really well, I actually prefer brushing my eyebrows down. It looks 100 times neater when you brush the hairs down, because that's just the natural way that they grow. So when you put that pencil eyeliner on like I did in my brow video, it just looks so much more natural by brushing the brows downward. I'm going to show you how. downwards and kind of like away from the face, as opposed to up and out, down and out. And it just looks way better, and it's also faster. I've also and I end up using less eyeliner because my eyebrows look more thick just from brushing them down alone. So try that. That's a cool trick that you guys can try. Let's talk about concealer. Well, for those of you guys that have, once again, watched my eyebrow video, I love MAC's 249 brush for concealer for under the eyebrows, because the bristles are very stiff, that you're not like, imagine trying to use a 239 brush for, like, this is really fluffy. Imagine trying to use that for under your eyebrows. Impossible, right? Right. So you dip your concealer in here and just, the application is so precise, you can get it on one try most of the time. So definitely a 249 brush. And for under my eyes, I use the 190. This is a special edition, like, holiday brush. I use the 190 brush. And this actually also can be used for a foundation brush, but if you only use the stipple brush for foundation, I would get this for your concealer, and that way you can use this for under your eyebrows, for individual spot treatment of concealer, and you can also use it for under your eyes, eye circles. So this is another multi-purpose brush you can get out of the 249 brush, one of my favorite brushes. For those of you guys that have small eyes, or like slightly slanted, like my eyes are kind of slanted but they're huge. Well, for those of you that have like smaller eyes, as opposed to using a 217 blending brush, I would recommend the 219 pencil brush, and this would be for like the blending of the outer corner colors there, and also it can be used along your bottom lash line. So I would definitely recommend, depending on what your eye type is or how large or small they are. For small eyes, this would be your crease brush here, the 219 brush. If you don't feel like you have a need, or if you have bigger eyes, just get it and play with it, and you can use it along your bottom lash line. And it's also good for precise, like smudging eyeliner. It's great for that too. So you can get a lot of uses out of that brush. Not necessarily an essential brush for starting a brush collection right now, but I would definitely purchase it if you could. The last brush I'm going to talk about is, and this is just the example I was talking about earlier, this is a Coastal Scents brush, and it was just like $2, and it works pretty good. But this is an angle brush, and it's flat and angled, as you can see, and this I use along the bottom of my lash line, and also you can take it, dip it into whatever eyeshadow you like, and use it as eyeliner. So this is really, and this I'm sure can also be used for your eyebrows, for those of you guys that use brow powder. I personally don't, but I like recommending brushes that you can get a lot of use out of, instead of a brush that's so specific to one thing. So this is a really good brush, and I like it because I've been using gel eyeliners lately as opposed to liquid, which I normally do in almost all my videos. But gel eyeliners are a lot easier. Let me show you an example. MAC's Black Track Fluid Line is an example of a gel eyeliner. It looks like it's in a paint pot, but it's exactly what it is. It's a gel. And the one that I've been using lately is from Coastal Scents. And I've just been meaning to get the MAC one, but your girl, it's time to get paid, y'all. So I haven't been able to, and I can't find that eyeliner. But for those of you that are just starting to learn how to apply eyeliner, I've heard a lot of people like, oh, I'm so horrible at applying eyeliner. Try a gel eyeliner first. It's way easier. It's a lot harder to make a mistake with the gel liner than it is liquid. Once you mess up liquid, you have to rub it off for hours. Your makeup is messed up. The gel liner is a lot easier to get first, and once you get the gel eyeliner down, you can try liquid, and you can try all the other fancy ones that are out there. So that pretty much, I pretty much talked about every brush that I thought is pretty much essential for anybody that's just starting out in makeup. So let me know what you guys think of the video. If you guys have any more suggestions, put them down there in the comment box, and let's just all help each other out, because that's what we're here for. So thank you, Crystal. Thank you for everyone that requested this video, and it was a really good topic, and I'm glad that I'm able to put that information and help you guys out. And I hope you guys enjoyed it, and thank you for watching.